Hi guys, and welcome to your weeklies. Congrats to Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. Please check my website for the current specials and take advantage of them. I'm open for the readings. Also try to find me on the Facebook, and that way you can get immediate answer. Hi Virgo, and welcome to your weekly readings. So just to let you know that this is going to be the reading for the upcoming 2 weeks because I'm changing the structure a little bit. Because the next weekly would overlap with the monthly, because I do monthlies when solar signs change. So on the 20th, when Pisces move into Aries, that's when I'm going to release monthlies, and which sign actually was the most interactive during the month is going to get there even before time. So go for it. Hear your sign for the past month, see what happened, see what didn't happen, and put it in the comments. And also, I will be continuing with the series with the exes and the turbulent relationships, but I will also add one more thing, which is kind of like soulmates and kind of like soul searching, where you're going to look for the blind spots and everything, sort of like a fine tune to find who are we, who we can actually acquire to be. So it's also a reading that I was practicing for quite a while. I think I found a combination. I just like really want to try it out on a few more people before I deliver. So Virgo, let's go right into your reading. What basically is your energy? There is like some kind of heartfelt energy of something that has been unglued, whether that is a business partnership or a love affair. It's kind of like a sad energy, but stay tuned, it's not all lost. On the bottom of this deck, you have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So, where is your starting point for this next 2 weeks? That's what I said. Don't fret. This is kind of bad energy. It's kind of like going to be lingering energy. Maybe you're going to feel that you're not going to get there. Maybe you feel it's not going to happen to you. But look, underneath that energy was the cat, the fool. So something has to end for something to start. And literally has to end completely. Because you're already feeling this. Look, you're torn between being the sexy mama with having a whole bunch of fireworks happening in your life, or being a single person, not to be bothered with anybody else. So it's a kind of tough energy because you don't go in the same direction, right? I mean, you can still be sexy for yourself and enjoy your own garden of your own goodies, sort of like, but it's a good combination when you think that you can be both, that you can be both sexy and both enjoy, and also enjoy your own kind of like accomplishments, what you learn, how you enjoying your life. This ultimately kind of like is this beautiful, comfortable card. And I really don't see a problem with anyone being a single person, because if this makes you unhappy, that means you didn't work on yourself properly. Because this person could be single, but she doesn't feel bad about being single. She still feels sexy. She still feels charismatic. She's still going on with her life. This card basically tells us you have to learn that. So let's see if this combination is really saying that as we go along. You see, your earth sign and fire sign is kind of harmful. Fire is harmful to earth because it kind of tortures the earth. And you have actually already second card, the fire energy. But it looks like you're getting rid of that energy, like from the other cards, and you're going back to your earthy energy. So let's get there. So I think this is like a reminder of the last week's energy, that you were playful and you did get that playfulness, right? So here we have this repetition of playfulness. Somebody is getting their tail burn. Somebody's putting the paw in the fire. Somebody's going to learn the hard way, but also going to get new experiences. Wow, this is how fire feels. It burns, but it also gives light, right? and it can harm you. So it's kind of good and bad. So you're learning the yin and yang of every kind of aspect. So, but it's also fire kitten is somebody who's exploring. It's somebody who's charging, who's like really kind of like trying different things, right? But then you have, I'll get to here. Let me show you what you're bringing. This is not the only two that you're bringing. This kind of like is reverse energy of Two of Cups of union. But here was like some kind of indecision that was in the past. It became a decision. So I'm wondering if this was a decision about the relationship. Because right now, kind of like, and Sky Cats from the Sky Clan, because this tarot deck has its own kind of story. These are like very independent cats. Swords are really also independent suit, but here in particular, like they are only together because they want to be, because it makes them stronger. They don't have to be because they're so independent. So here the kitty was wondering, okay, which path do I take, knowing that it's going to be struggle and you'll have to defend the predators. So here that decision has been made. So this is what basically is bringing you from the past over here. And lessons for the next 2 weeks, funny enough, because now you have this fire kitten, which is kind of this passionate energy, which is not a really good fit for you. You guys like this methodical, I'm going one foot in front of another and I'm building, and I want to make sure that every brick is sealed properly. But then there is a little bit of water energy coming to you, right? So there is a playfulness, but it seems like it's very internal playfulness. You're not willing to wake up. So Virgo, you need to wake up. You did make this decision, but now you need to go back to your primary state of being. This is this flirty energy. This is like, playful energy that you have over here in a different way. This is a playful energy that suits you. It's water. Water and earth complement each other. This, cat would end up in the water, not a good fit, and kind of like decisions are made hastily. Flirting is kind of forced. It's just overall not great. We are going to clarify that just to give us a little bit more information later. So also, there was some kind of bullying in the past, but you kind of like are seeing this from a different perspective because it was inversed. It's not as bad as being attacked, as being kind of right in the heat of the moment. This is the, let's say, day after or 3 days after that moment. Hi, Shafi. Some people said that they love you, and some people say they didn't love you. How can somebody not to love Shafi? Hi, Shafi, Shaf. Do you love Virgos? Yes, you do. She loves you guys. She can be your cyber pet. So this basically means, look, I know what happened, and I think in a situation, it could have been anybody. You could be the bully, you could be the bullied, you could be the both. It could be like several situations over here. But look, now you're seeing it, how it had to be dealt with, how it had to be engaged. And it's kind of interesting, and I think it's really linked to this decision that has been made, and maybe because of that has been made, and maybe because of that you're seeing that maybe you made that decision and decision to stay sort of put on your own for a time being, and that's why it's kind of hard to charge. So how do you feel about yourself? See, this is the Earth King, and now he's inversed. This is like that reliable, loyal king, which is the earth element. So this basically represents you. So it says that you are not really feeling fully great. So is that English or is that sentence? You're not feeling that you're contributing. You're not feeling grounded. You're not feeling in control. You're kind of like feeling, that you're kind of being stepped on, right? So I see this big stone is like now basically flipping over you. That's kind of how you feel, that maybe the circumstances are a little bit heavy. but it's still earth energy, which is good. And environment, like they still see you as you're able to carry on. You're still nurturing, you're still caring, you are still giving help to the loved ones. This is the earth tone. So basically, even though here is kind of energy upside down, you're not giving yourself enough credit, because people from your environment and your own feelings are feeling sort of, yeah, you know what, I can charge there, I can get there. And here you're waking up, kind of like reassessing and charging ahead. And again, charging ahead, talking about charging ahead, you are charging ahead toward the end of the month. And this could be all this, Venus retrograde energy. Somebody may came back to your life, but it came right back out. Sometimes people come for that one last go around. It was a real thing. And most of the time, it's just like nothing happens. And it basically, that was kind of like, oh, did I miss it? Did I react it? It was kind of like little situation where you feel you were questioning yourself, and you felt maybe you were not ready to make a decision. Maybe you just like felt it was inappropriate for this person to come back to your life. But in any case, right now, toward the end of this basically period, you will be charging ahead. You will feel victorious. You will feel that you came out of your own, that you conquered yourself, that your karmic lesson is being basically earned, well earned. And right, you see, this is like the pretty kitty chariot that is like having a lion head. I don't know if you can see, and charging the little doggies ahead, who are like more than happy. And there is not much effort, you see. There are like no strings attached. Literally, like, sheer power. I'm coming to myself, and this is really fast. Like, I mean, like right now, this is all grounded energy. It's all kind of like decisions, but this is a major arcana, and this is really important. But at the same time, with this fast energy, it's going to come that feeling of inadequacy that you might experience right now, wondering if you can charge ahead, if you are really ready, because like you see what's happening in your life, it goes up and down. You get this bullied situation, then you deal with that, you try to ground yourself, then you don't feel that you find your ground. Well, then you become like, dependable and nourishing the way you are, and then you start charging ahead, and then at the same time, like, you're thinking, oh, something will happen. But end of the week again, end of the month, end of this 2-week period, and on the Earth note as well. So this is 4 of Earth, which basically I always kind of tell the story. This is the kitty, and the kitty is kind of like toy box, and kitty's guarding all his toys. Like, these are mine, these are mine, these are mine. But the whole point is like the kitty has to use these toys. And when it's reversed, that's basically what it's saying, that it is time, and you're realizing that you still have to respect your own energies. These are like your earth energies, and you have to go outside. You cannot stick around and kind of just be the person that everybody comes to, and you're being sort of given the path instead of you choosing the path yourself. But with these 2 cards, I can tell you're actually embarking on a path yourself, and one is going to be really strong energy, but when you get scared that you're charging ahead way too fast, you're going to go in a very comfortable grounding energy. So what I want to do, I want to actually take a card of advice here, because I guess we have these 3 cards, these bullet cards, and these 2 twos that are kind of glued together, and I want to clarify, let's say, this 5 of sky, because that's coming in the future. Near future, mind you. Okay, Virgo, 5 of sky. Yeah, you see, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So I guess that's what it is. If you did retrieve, why did you retrieve? What was the reasoning behind it? Did you think that you're going to come back? That you're going to try it some other time? Did you just say, nah, there's like nothing for me here, nothing to see, I'm leaving? In any case, you have to find out for yourself what was the reasoning. So if you find yourself in that kind of situation in the future, then you can resolve it faster. So now let's try to clarify these two cards. Two of C, because that's kind of like a strong lingering energy underneath all these cards. So two of C, please clarify for me. Virgo, what's hiding behind this card? You have frivolity. You have Lord, reversed, both of them. Then you have Thief, reversed. That was a cat. So obviously it's connected to a partner. It's not a business kind of a deal. And you really feel that a big part of you have been stolen, and that playfulness that you previously had over there has been taken away from you. And that was kind of like where that heavily energy comes from, and that's why you're working on trying to start all over again. Let's see this. Earth King, let's try to resolve that, please. I don't want to see you kind of like buried like that. It just like feels like being in a grave, right? That would be like what a grave is like you have something on top of you. So okay, let's see what's going on through Virgo's heads here. Yeah, that ending is on your, like, right? You see, like, something will happen, some closing. You have the widower. You have someone, you did put something to rest. You did put something to rest. It took, that's a, you see, did I not talk to you about a tomb, grave? Like, here we are. It says, like, Mia Cara, my dear. It says service and says servant. So that's some kind of couple. Do you maybe know a couple that divorced? Could it be that your parents divorced? Or could it be that maybe you're divorcing? Or that somebody died? I don't know, like this is really heavy energy. No wonder that you're feeling this down. Kind of like a big loss. It was a big loss. And like one was reversed, right? Which means this couple is no longer together, right? It could be because of the, like, I mean, one passing out, passing, dying. Or could it be that somebody is like metaphorically dead to you, that you kind of like did see yourself as a couple, but you don't see yourself as a couple? Or this could be also children as well. And sort of like there is a separation from children, or you're separated from someone that was meaningful to you. But in any case, that's kind of the heaviness that I was feeling when I saw this card. And again, I want to clarify this card one more time. You got a really long reading, Virgo, and you were not even in the winner circle. So I do expect that this basically 2 weeks you're going to subscribe and like and share and help spread the word about the channel. Oops, this one jumped out. And thanks. And also, private reading is a whole bunch of cards. Private reading is available right now. My 20-minute reading that was $30 is on special. You get 30 minutes for $30. So take advantage of it. So what happened with this bullying and lessons learned from bullying? And gift, wife, conversation, malady. Was it a third person? Was it bullying about relationship? Was there a third person and hence the breakup? Like, right? So somebody was enjoying the gifts who is not you. And hence, it kind of like put you to this whole discussion that didn't end well, or you felt this is not what you want to get along, and you got drained and kind of emotionally sick. This doesn't have to be literal physical, emotional sick, but in any case, you're going to stand up for yourself. You did speak about it, but at the same time, you see, it's saying clearly decide what you want. So this card is probably right after this, because here, like you are healing. You're still kind of like healing and processing this terrible kind of like things, but you do have a promise of moving ahead, and you are going to move ahead. Like for you, things will happen. It will be like the beginning entry right now on Wednesday. It's fast. It feels fast, furious. That's why Venus in Aries. You still feel this charging of the energy. And then it started to shift toward the end of the week and toward the middle of the next week. So that will be what, 15, 22nd. That energy for you, Virgo, is going to change dramatically. You're going to go back to this grounded energy, to feel a little bit bullied, and to feel this previous things popping up on the surface that they're sort of ingrained in you. And then toward the end of the month, and we're talking let's for the last 5 days or so, it's going to be huge charge forward. So what you're feeling right now, this passion, this is like nothing. This is minuscule compared to what you'll be feeling. So heads up, clear this energy. Things have to be mourned. Like, I mean, so many people go to a doctor and they just prescription. Well, you're sad. You're supposed to be sad. It's a process, and it's a learning process. And if you just basically nullify it with a pill, then you'll repeat the same lesson. It's going to be harder. Then you're going to get some physical illness because of it. So this time you just, you get a little kind of bruise. So just deal with it. Deal with it, get it over with, because you have amazing end of the month. So Virgo, hope you enjoyed. Contact me for the private reading. And until soon, I love you.